Hey Libra, what is going on? I hope you are very, very well. My name is Madam Butterfly, and this is going to be a 2022 overview. You are very, very welcome here, Libra. Thank you very much for taking the time to check out the reading. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoy it and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, Libra, I would appreciate that a lot. So we're going to do a spread for like messages coming in, you know, like main themes for the year, you know, different kinds of energies for the year. Then we're going to talk about career and finances, and then love, and then we're going to get some advice cards to close down the reading. Okay, we're going to take that. What's that for? First one. Alright, you have the Hierophant. That is a nice opening message to get, Libra. You can expect yourself to take more of a leadership role this year, I would say. I'll come back to that. You have the Fool. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. The World, the Chariot. Yeah, things are going to start moving this year. Oh my god, look at that. Obstacles, that's okay. Page of Swords. And the Judgment. This is a nice spread. Okay, so you have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you've been feeling kind of, for some reason, like a bit stuck, maybe just a bit stagnant. Like you don't want to move forward and you don't know how to move forward, but you're going to be moving forward this year. You have the Chariot as your main theme for the year, and you have the Eight of Wands for future opportunities. So some of you are moving, some of you maybe are going traveling, like literally you might actually move house, or you might move countries or go traveling or something, but this is movement. The whole theme of your year is about movement. Last year was very, very stagnant for Libra, because you were kind of in you were closing down an old cycle. So you have the World in departing energies. So you were closing down an old cycle, but I feel like you were kind of in a protective mode. Like maybe you didn't move, you didn't go back, but you didn't move forward. You know what I mean? So there's a huge cycle that got closed down. And then look at that, that's beautiful. You have the Fool in the best way to achieve your goals. So you have the closing, you have the last card in the deck, and then you have the first. So this cycle that you were closing down is done. Okay, it's done. But this year, you have to take the opportunities when they come, Libra. You have to take that leap of faith. There's some kind of leap of faith here that the universe wants you to take. And the thing about the Fool is like it's trusting the universe. It's like trusting that the universe is going to be there to catch you. You know, if you do something new, you know, or you give somebody a chance, or you move, you know what I mean? But also the thing about the Fool is like things might happen kind of fast this year with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. So you kind of have to be ready. You know, you maybe have to be a bit flexible, because they might happen faster than you were expecting or hoping for. Opening message is the Hierophant. So have faith, especially with the Fool. This is a year of having faith in spirit, because I don't know if something specific happened last year, Libra, or maybe a couple of years ago that really bummed you out. Or if there was just things that you were hoping were going to happen and then they just didn't. Camera, why are you doing that? Sorry guys, let me just... Yeah, bitch. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know if there was something you were hoping was going to happen last year and then just nothing happened, so maybe you've lost the faith a little bit. but the Hierophant is a card of keeping the faith. So it's very important for you to have faith in the universe, that the universe is putting you in the right direction this year. You know, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Also, I want to say with the Hierophant and the Chariot is your main theme, these are leadership roles. You know, some of you may already be in a leadership role, but I feel if you are, there's like a renewed interest in it. You know, there's like a renewed joy in doing what you're doing. For others of you, like you might have kind of been resisting stepping into some kind of leadership role. I feel like you were either resisting stepping into like some kind of leadership role, or you were already in it and your heart just wasn't in it. This year your heart will be in it, because with the Hierophant, people are going to be listening to you without you even really trying. And with the Chariot, like you're going to be very focused, very determined. You know, nothing is going to take you off your path this year. Very, very focused, very, very determined. You have the Wheel of Fortune in actions to take. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about, you know, taking that next step, because you have the World card down here in your departing energies, and you have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune for like the best way to achieve your goals and like the actions you should be taking. So this is like movement forward. This is allowing movement forward. You know, it's not so much putting the work in, it's almost like not resisting what the universe is trying to give you. Because down here you have the Four of Cups and your obstacles. So the Four of Cups, obviously, I mean, by the card, you know, the cup is like the universe is trying to give you something. That could be love, it could be, like I say, a management position for some of you. Because that Hierophant and the Chariot, these are like management positions, something where you're kind of in power. Especially that Hierophant, you know, you could be a spiritual teacher, you could be a teacher, you know, you could be stepping into a management position. Something where people listen to you. You could also be having a bit of a spiritual awakening, but why did I start talking about the Hierophant? Yeah, they're trying to give you some kind of, the universe is trying to give you some kind of opportunity, but you know, you have these Three of Cups down here. So I feel like this is, it's either, basically the message is be open to the opportunities Spirit is trying to give you this year. Whether you're not interested in them because of like a past hurt, where, I don't know, maybe even some of you might have been involved in a third party in some way that doesn't, you know, it could be like a relationship that went awry, like a third party relationship. It could be, you know, a relationship that didn't work out, or you thought, you know, it was going to work out and then you got ghosted or something. It can even be to do with like a disappointment to do with family or friends or something. Or it can be kind of just being bored, you know. So it's either one of those two things, but the universe is saying, we're going to try and give you stuff this year, but you have to be willing to take them. You have to be willing to take it, you know. You have the Page of Swords in your talents. And you have the Judgment in your parting message. So the Page of Swords usually talks about online work. So there might be something to do with like working online. There might be something combined with like travel and working online. I don't know, like a travel writer or something like that. That's obviously going to be not for very many of you, but it might be for someone. But the Page of Swords is usually associated with he's associated with spying, but they're not saying that that's your talent, although maybe it is. You know, the Page of Swords, like I said, he's usually associated with information, excuse me, and the internet. So there might be some kind of internet work that you're doing that you're particularly talented in, or that might be something that they're kind of leading you towards. Because, you know, you're an air sign, good with like processing information, very analytical, very, very clever. I'm going to pull a card on that one actually, just to clarify what they mean. and you have the Judgment for your parting message. So they want you to know with the Judgment, this year is all about a rebirth. This is like, I don't know, maybe like a second chance. You could be reconciling with someone from your past, or like having a union with someone that you've only just met, but maybe there was a separation or something. But this year is all about getting back into the swing of things, like becoming like alive again, Libra. You know, like I feel like maybe last year things were just very kind of bleh, you know, and maybe like it kind of drained you a little bit because nothing happened. But this year is all about taking chances and movement forward. Like they want you to know this year is all about like a rebirth for you. Clarify that Page of Swords, please. Okay. So in particular this year, you're going to be very good at moving on from something from your past, okay? The Page of Swords. Now, whether that, like, it can be a big, you know, it's going to be different for everyone, right? That could be one specific person, you know, that a relationship didn't work out and you're moving on from it. It can be a previous way of thinking about things, you know, like, oh, I'm bored with this, or like, this is not living up to my expectations, or like, I'm not good enough, or something like that. Some kind of debilitating mindset that you're moving on from. You could be leaving people behind that have been holding you back. Anything like this. But with the Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, clarifying that Page of Swords. You are moving on from something that was a very heavy energy. You know, this year you're going to be very good at putting up boundaries, but healthy boundaries. You know, not just kind of blocking people out, but getting involved, you know, with like, this could even be your work, you know, could be your family, but like establishing healthy boundaries with people so you're not getting taken advantage of, Libra. You know, putting yourself first, taking time. There might even be, with the Four of Swords here, like you might have been resting last year, and I just feel this is a movement away from that. Like I feel like last year was all about kind of protecting yourself with the King of Swords, but I feel like this year you're going to be much more willing to kind of offer yourself to the world. So whether that's in terms of love, or it's in terms of like looking for a new job, or like in terms of, I don't know, maybe some of you are wanting to go traveling or something. Okay, so we're gonna do career and finances and love. So you have the Queen of Swords for your career, you have the Fool for your finances, and you have the Ten of Pentacles for your love. Very nice. Okay, let's just get a few more. So you have the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Swords at the end of the year. Okay. I do see the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. There's like a wish fulfillment with that Nine of Swords. I feel like you're just kind of caught up in your head about something to do with your work. You have the Queen of Swords for the overall message for your career. So you could be diversifying into something. You know, the Queen of Swords is all about talking. She's all about communication. So she represents the kind of person like who talks for a living, or, you know, like communicates in some way, like a writer or a proofreader, a teacher, a YouTuber, a counselor, something like this. So you may be moving into a position in your career this year where you're much, like there's going to be like a lot more communication required from you, a lot more talking. Oh, that's what this is down here, I think. There's going to be some kind of pressure on you at the end of the year, I think, to level up into something else. And I think it's going to freak you out a little bit because you don't want to talk to people, but it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. And you have the Fool here in your finances. So the Fool, there is something, I want to say for some of you, excuse me, Libra, I want to say for some of you, maybe you're getting your debts wiped clean. Like, I don't know, some of you had some debts, or you owed some people money, or you were just, like, it always kind of felt like you were just getting by. But with the Fool, like, you're either clearing debts, like maybe you're paying off a mortgage, but there's a fresh start, you know, or maybe it might be that you're doing something where you get slightly more, there's like a stability that comes with the Fool. It's almost like a clean slate in terms of finances, you know. I'm gonna have to get a drink. Sorry, Libra. I find that interesting happen though when I'm talking about your communication skills. So anyway, you have the Four of Wands for January, February, March, and you have the Three of Cups for April, May, June. So the Four of Wands, this is like a major milestone. You know, you're achieving some kind of major milestone, so you might get a promotion, especially with that Three of Cups. This is a celebration for the first half of the year to do with your career. It doesn't necessarily mean a promotion as such, but there's some kind of celebration coming in for your career. So the Four of Wands, especially with that Fool, like maybe you've gotten yourself into a place that's very, very stable at the start of the year, you know. And that Three of Cups is like starting to kind of enjoy life more. Let's just pull some cards on it. Yeah, because the Three of Cups is a celebration. You might also be partnering with two other people with that Three of Cups, or you might partner with a group of people, you know. You definitely, it kind of looks like there's some kind of new opportunity or something coming in at the start of the year with that Page of Cups there. Because I just pulled for the Four of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So there's some kind of wish fulfillment happening. And I feel like it's something, you're kind of suspicious of it, or you thought it wasn't going to happen. But it's something you've worked very, very hard for. You know, so either for some of you, the Page of Cups is like a new opportunity coming in for some of you. For others of you, it's like really getting you on your true path. Like there's something that I think you were putting the work into last year, and then the start of this year it's going to solidify. So I just see for the first half of the year just celebrations, you know. I just think you're just going to be really happy for the first half of the year. lots of stability, maybe paying off debts at the start of the year. Then you have, for July, August, September, you have the Page of Swords. And like I said, you have this Nine of Swords for October, November, December. So with this Page of Swords, you might diversify into things that are online. You know, like, I don't know, if you've got a business, you might start doing a lot more online work. Okay, there's something around about July, August, September, you leave behind some kind of sadness. Like, you're just leaving it behind. Yeah, again, there's this, you're like very suspicious of all the success that you're getting at the start of the year. I'm just going to reshuffle those because they were very close together. Yeah, there's like, things have been kind of ropey, I think, with this Two of Pentacles. Like last year, I feel like your money was a bit dodgy for some reason. Like things might have been a bit touch and go. But like I said, start of the year is all celebration. And then round about July, August, September, there's this Page of Swords with, clarified by these monstrous cards, right? Which, with the Page of Swords, it means you're moving away from this energy, especially with the Six of Wands. This is victory over all this stuff. So you have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Moon. So last year you might have been very, very focused on money because it wasn't going that well, or there was something about balancing money with the Two of Pentacles. Somebody might have stolen money from you last year, or there might have been a loss in your money last year, but you're overcoming that. There is something here, it's like about breaking even or getting more money than you had last year, or paying off debts. Like you're going to be very pleased with your progress. Because I feel it's like all this celebration comes in at the start of the year, but you don't actually start relaxing into it until about July, August, September. Then you have this Nine of Swords for October, November, December, clarified by the Six of Swords, the Devil, the Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, the Sun, and the Star. So there's this opportunity that seems to come in. You're moving away from this devil energy. Like the Six of Swords this is moving into much calmer, happier times, you know. So with this Nine of Swords here, you're like moving away from this Five of Swords energy of like chaos and things not going well, and moving away from this devil energy, which is like the thing that was holding you back. And I feel like it was like a lack of self-belief for some reason last year. You just had a bit of a wobble. I see you moving into some kind of like, it's something where people are listening to you with the Queen of Swords and this Hierophant. It's something to do with speaking. And you have this Knight of Pentacles here, which is, it's an opportunity. And it's a very stable opportunity. It will lead to some kind of increase in money, maybe not that much. But I see it must lead to a reasonable amount of money, because you have the Empress here, which is all about abundance. I see this person, somebody's offering you an opportunity. It could be a Taurus or a Libra, another Libra, but I see somebody offering you an opportunity where you have to speak publicly, or you have to do more speaking, and it freaks you out. But then you get over it. With the Empress and the Sun, because obviously the Empress is one of your cards, Libra. You know, I really see you moving into, you know, like feeling much more content and confident within the self. And the Sun is coming out. You know, you actually have the Sun and the Star. So this is happiness, and the Sun and the Empress is abundance. And I feel like, I want to say very welcome, because last year was dodgy. Last year was dodgy in terms of finances for you, but there's some kind of wish fulfillment and healing coming in. But I do see an opportunity, like I said. I think it's going to freak you out a little bit. I also see with the Six of Wands there's like some kind of recognition for your work. I feel like that's where this opportunity comes from, because it might be along the lines of someone, I don't see necessarily a promotion, but yeah, look, it's something to do with communication. Like you're going to be recognized for being an excellent communicator. Okay, so you have this Ten of Pentacles in love, which is, you know, it's usually refers to a long-term commitment coming in, something very, very stable. Let's see. Apologies if my throat's been a bit not great this reading, Libra. I've just got, I think I'm just a bit stuffed up. Okay, so you have the Four of Swords for January, February, March. I'm going to take them all together like that. The Queen of Cups, the Strength card, and the Three of Wands. Very nice. There's a lot of balance coming in terms of your love life this year. You could be meeting a Sagittarius, but there's something here with the Temperance card about balancing toxic energies. So like energies that you've brought, yeah, this like defensive energy that you've brought forward from some kind of past relationship, this defensiveness, it's going to be leaving you this year, okay? So January, February, March, I see this Four of Swords here with the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So I actually, sorry to break it to you, but I see like a little bit of a break at the start of the year, January, February, March, because the Four of Swords usually indicates like a time of rest, a time of separation, you know. Not that if you're with someone you're going to separate, you know. I just mean like if you're single, I see you being single maybe for the first few months, you know. And if you're in separation with someone, I see that continuing for maybe the first 3 months. But it's interesting you have the Nine of Wands and the 10, because this, sorry, the 9 and the Ace of Wands, because obviously that means it's the 10 of Wands you've got there. So the first few months, you're releasing some kind of burden that you've been carrying around from the past. And it's to do with like a lack of trust, Libra. I don't know if it's a specific person you don't trust or if it's just people in general you don't trust. But there's a new beginning wanting to come in here. I don't know if you've already met this person or if you've yet to meet them. You might meet them very early on in the year, and it just takes you a little while to kind of allow them into your space. But you have this Queen of Cups here around about April, May, June. So it looks like you're going to be meeting someone around about that time with the Queen of Cups. It could be a water sign. Or this could be when this person enters your life again, like if it's to do with a reunion, you know. But the Queen of Cups, like this person is, excuse me, this person is very, very sweet. They're sensitive, but not in a bad way, you know. It's usually somebody kind of empathic. They might even be kind of psychic, but they're very, very sweet. They're going to be very gentle with you, male or female. This person, you will find, has been through their own war in the past, and they've kind of had to learn to put up decent boundaries so they don't get hurt. But they're a very, very healthy individual. You know, this person will, this is what you need, you know, the Queen of Cups. Like they're very, very sweet. Like I said, very, very compassionate. It could be someone who works for a charity. It could be someone that's kind of an artist in some way. They could be a doctor or a nurse or some kind of carer or something like that, with the Queen of Cups. But I feel like you're gonna meet this person, or like the relationship with this person is gonna intensify around about April, May, June, because the Queen of Cups also indicates moving into the next phase in a relationship with someone. Then you have in July, August, September, you have the Strength card. So this is all about establishing a very strong foundation for a relationship. You know, it's like having that conversation about like, okay, so what is it you want? This is what I need. What is it you need? You know, like establishing like a very, like I said, a very strong base for a future connection. Like there will be no lies in this connection, Libra. So I feel like the relationship is already established, or you meet this person like fairly early on, and then in the second half of the year, I see you with the Strength and the Three of Wands. It's very much, this person's going to be very patient with you, because it's very much an energy of like establishing ground rules, you know, establishing like you know what you both need. And I see you by the end of the year you've just completely turned your back on the past with the Three of Wands, you know. You've just completely turned your back on the past, especially with this Five of Cups here, you know, looking towards the future. Because the Three of Wands is also about getting on the same page with someone. Yeah, the two of you are just, you're going to take it slow. Seven of Pentacles, like you guys are going to take it slow. But by the end of the year, I just see you guys just, you know, it's like a me and you versus the world kind of thing. Just off, just the two of us, just off we go together. You might even move with this person with the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. Like you might just decide you both want a fresh start and you move somewhere. Or it could be a metaphorical, you know, moving forward together, but it's going to be kind of slow, you know. But I feel like that's what you want. That I feel like that's what you need for some reason. Or it could be your person, you know, if that doesn't resonate. So I'm going to pull some advice cards, Libra, just to close down the reading. What Spirit wants you to know. Wow, freedom is yours and overcome any obstacles. Okay, what else? Wow, they shot out. Love is all around. Yeah, we're just going to take all of them. I feel like they're meant to come out. And you have miracles are endless. So allow yourself to believe in miracles this year, Libra. Because Spirit has a lot of them coming towards you, but you have to let them in is the thing. You have to believe. You gotta believe, Spirit. You gotta believe in Spirit, Libra. So you have the Horse, freedom is yours. And you have the Rhino, overcome any obstacles. So that Horse, Spirit, number 33. 33 is a very important number if you want to Google it. So there's something here. I think you've overcome a lot, and this year you're going to start feeling kind of free again. Like you're you know, a lot of the burdens that you've been carrying around, Libra, this is the year for them to change, because this is a 5 card. So there's going to be a lot of changes for you this year, but in a good way, you know. You have the Nightingale, Spirit, love is all around, and you have the Crow, co-create with Spirit. So I feel like for some of you this is talking about, that's another 5 card. So there is love coming in this year, Libra. It might not go the way that you planned it or something. Like you might meet them a bit out of the blue or something like that. You know, maybe you meet them at work or something and you're like, don't usually mess with people at work or something like that. But they're saying this is blessed because it's been, you're co-creating it with spirit, you know, so that this person coming in, it's blessed. You're supposed to be with this person. And don't ever forget as well, if you feel alone, you're never alone. Spirit is always around. Kind of like Santa, you know, they see everything, you know what I mean? You got no secrets from spirit. And you have the dove spirit, be peace, which is a number 3 card. So there's going to be a lot of peace coming in this year, Libra. There's going to be a lot of growth. The main message here is kind of throw yourself into new things this year. Spirit's not going to rush you, but you know, take the opportunities that come your way this year, and don't worry because they've been sent by spirit. You're supposed to be doing them. You know, you've been through that phase where nothing happened and you were kind of protecting yourself, and you know, there was a lot of obstacles, but this year is going to be different, you know. Excuse me, Libra. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to read for you, Libra, as always. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that, of course. And have a wonderful new year. I wish you all the best, and I hope it's a great year, Libra. Lots of love. Take care.